Hey, what's going on, guys? So today I was just going to talk briefly about how I've noticed that training has changed for me over the years, from things that I used to think really mattered, and how your focus gets more narrow. It gets better as you continue to stay the course and train over time. So um, when I was in college, a friend and I, we were first getting into this stuff, and we'd work out together every day. And I remember this period where we went through where it was we would, unless the stars aligned, it was just going to be I'm just not feeling it today. Things are just not good. My knee hurts. I didn't sleep well. I've had an exam. Like all this shit. And over time, that didn't last too long because eventually what we realized was if we waited for everything to be great, we would never get any work done because there's always something going on in everybody's life. And if you wait for that perfect time, you're missing out on the frequency that you need in order to make progress over time. So, just an example from this past week for myself. I went out with some guys on a ruck this past Friday, and it was the longest ruck I had personally been on, and it was very sore. Friday night, even into Saturday, Sunday, I was starting to feel better, but had some soreness that I was not accustomed to, that actually interrupted my sleep all of those nights, and then going into Sunday evening, I'd only slept like 3 or 4 hours because my hip was just that muscle, the hip flexor was just driving me crazy, keeping me awake. I didn't sleep well, but the fact of the matter is, I've got a training plan that I'm following that I need to follow on certain days, and I just figured, well, let's hop into it. Let's see how I feel, and I'm just going to stay the course, do what's on the sheet, and see what happens. And sure enough, things started to loosen up. I started to get loose through my warm ups, and I ended up hitting two doubles on snatches at 90%. And then following that, I had two doubles on clean and jerk at 90%. I had no misses. So that shows me, okay, the sleep. Yes, the sleep's important. I don't want to minimize that fact, but it shows me that I'm only getting into my own head about some of this stuff. So I just need to show up, start loosening up, think positive, train, and stay the course, and good things happen. So I noticed that as I was working through, it was just, this stuff, it doesn't matter that my body's a little sore. It doesn't matter that I didn't sleep well. All of these things matter less and less. And leading into Tuesday, Monday night, didn't sleep well. We have kids starting school and just all sorts of other, just general life stress. It's not bad. It's just general life stress. And we're making sure all that stuff's lined out. Everything's good to go. So Tuesday again, like I didn't sleep the best. Had a ton of paperwork and things I needed to finish up for work, and just a lot of stuff. And Tuesday was again, fatigued, tired. I don't want to be here, whatever. And had a great training session, and then had Wednesday off. Thursday is going to be another good training session. My point here is something that a guy named John Brose said a long time ago. He said, how your body feels is a lie. And I agree with him 100%. If you wait for the perfect feeling of, well, I don't want my back to hurt, don't want my knees to hurt, want to wait for a perfect night's sleep before I train, blah, 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 you're never going to train. So we want to remember something I believe Jim Wendler popularized is having discipline over your feelings. So if you have the right habits in place, you have the right disciplines built in, you don't have time. You don't to think about how you feel and evaluate how you feel. So on the flip side of that, we do talk a lot about RPE and being sensible and things like that. But that's more of we're going to adjust roughly on the fly, but we still want to get into the gym to have the training session. The weights may fluctuate day to day based on, lack of sleep or whatever. But we want to make sure that we establish those daily habits and disciplines, and that we execute on them as much as we can, because the more adherence we have, the better we are about showing up, doing the work, maybe adjust the load a little bit, the more likely we are to have success. So if you guys have questions about anything, if I can help at all, please email me, travis@dynamichp.net. And we can also hop on a free call, and that's going to be done at dynamichp.net/call, and we'll get something scheduled and talk about where you're at. Have a good day.